Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great today as always. Today we are back with another episode of Mass Effect 2 and we are going to finish up, hopefully, the lair of the Shadowbroker and see where we end up after that. But I suspect that we will likely be thrown into another major story mission, so maybe we will do that as well. Let's get into it. Alright, here we go. Let's just verify that I spent all the points. Okay, I did. It was pointed out to me that I was able to, or I should have been able to, and should have done it, level up Liara before the battle. That was a little annoying. And I didn't do that. So hopefully this time it's not going to be as bad. Where are we going? Wait, where is it pointing me to? To here? Can I just go? Oh, there we go. Alright, I keep forgetting that this is an option.
Maintenance drones. Why are they attacking?
Yeah, why are they attacking?
They must think we're debris from the storm. That one's dead.
They must think we're debris from the storm? That's amazing. That looked like an entrance. Never mind. Oh, hello.
Line 1.
What? What did that say? Conductor components. Okay. This is kind of terrifying to look at, isn't it? I feel like all of the thunder generated by those lightnings should be way, way, way louder than it currently is. But maybe that's just me.
Those capacitors discharge built-up lightning. Thanks for the tip. Shepard, try firing at the
capacitors. Okay. I did that. Oh! They recharge. Oh, hello.
We're occupied.
Allied force casualty engaging on critical support.
Oh, oops.
Impacted and off.
Forgot about my powers for a bit here. Oh, hello.
Shield your eyes.
I want to shield my eyes. Okay, let's see. Let's test this. So it doesn't give me arrows, so that means that the teammates can't see them. That makes sense. They're way too low. He's got a shield.
This should slow them down.
Oh, wow. That's no good. I got lightninged. That's what happened.
I need assistance.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, I should have done a better job there, that's for sure. They just recharge, huh? That's convenient. Why is it that every time I start gaming,
Under control.
there are turkeys in my yard?
One down.
Ladies, can you come over? Because if you don't, you'll probably be toast.
Collision proximity warning.
Scored a hit.
Scored a hit. Good.
That one is dead.
Good, good, good. Let's go on this side. Hopefully the ladies are still coming. I don't think I can go here. Do I just hop over again? I guess not. Oh. Clip. There you go. Alright. Let's see. Where do I go? Over here? Can that work? My objective is back. Oh, right. Yes. That would make more sense.
Okay, looking down was clearly a mistake.
Don't be scared, Liara.
Threat detected.
We'll be okay.
Watch out, flashbang!
Okay, let's test this again. So you can clearly see him. Can you throw him? And can you... warp him? Oh, you're still alive.
That is very
That's funny. I should probably be using disruptor ammo on these guys. Because they're mechs. But that's okay. Cryo seems to be working well enough. Hey, door! Alright.
This ship is incredible. It must have taken decades
That's
to build in
crazy.
secret. I wonder what happened to the contractors. I think we can guess.
We can. Whoa. Are they harnessing the lightning? Is that what they're doing? Is it gonna shock me? Talk to Liara? I want to. Oh, it's right there.
Motion dampeners. I bet you can't even hear the storm from inside the ship.
Very nice. And some palladium. And a clip. There was a talk to Samara, I think, option, but I don't see it anymore. And back to the storm we go. There's a med kit, and I could use it. One Medigel. That's a steep ramp. Okay. Back to the lightning stuff.
There they are.
Where? Oh.
Put them where we need them.
Can't really see well.
Shield your eyes.
Good. Perfect. Oh, there's another. Whew. Didn't even see him. Oh, he's still alive. Vanguard.
Biotics. Oh! This will occupy them.
Oh, that's even better. Frozen and floating. You move along.
We've been spotted.
We have? Oh, we have. Shoot. That was funny.
Taking fire.
Oh, there you are. Good. Good. Whew. Are we good? Is that all? I can use another clip. Hopefully I will see one. There we go. That's a bunch. Good. Oh, this is disorienting. This ship is crazy. Oh, hi.
Watch the Atari.
Oh, hello. Okay, she. Nice. Just missed me too. Oh, where are you? Weird. No, don't hide. Very nice. Got him. Alright. Up here. Oh, hello. Piano controls. Alright, what are we doing now? Oh, it just lowered these. Okay, got it. Let's run.
Enemy there.
Got him. Reload. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there.
Launch biotics.
Woo!
Enemy combat drone. Watch out, flashbang.
How come lightning doesn't strike them?
Watch for
I
biotics.
wonder. Oof. I don't know how. They should also shoot at that thing, I'm just saying. Oof.
Biotics on the field.
Oh god. Nope, nope.
Enemy incoming.
Shit. They got me in the last moment. I should have been more careful. We all know that. Oh, okay. So this is where we start me. That's good. He just rose up out of nowhere. Good.
Watch out, flashbang!
And a drone.
Hostile drone.
Come on. Where is he? No. Okay, it's broken for now.
Enemy biotics on the field.
Shit.
Watch out, flashbang.
Oof. I might die again. Yep. Goody. I should be better at this by now. I don't appreciate the lightnings. I'm not gonna lie. Good. Can try to be careful.
They're using combat drones.
Yeah, they are.
Enjoy the ride.
It recharges so quickly. That's so crazy. I'm gonna use up all my ammo on those guys.
Watch the Azari.
Oh, she's got me. Okay, reposition.
Shield your eyes.
Good.
I will hold.
Getting somewhere.
Here they come.
Okay. Where are they coming? Oh, there you are. I thought it was Liara for a second there. Good. Well, it wasn't Liara because she was dead. How convenient. Did I run out of ammo? I did. Wow.
This lightning rod is on a rail. Do you see a switch?
I do, actually. How convenient. Okay, good. Good. Shielded from the lightning. At least. Oh god.
Not even a guardrail. I bet the broker's agents love patrolling the hull. At least the view is nice.
Hopefully the wind isn't too bad. It looks quite bad. Reach the checkpoint. That's never good.
That hatch leads directly to the communication signals.
And a medical station. Very nice. Now I'm tapped up.
It's locked. Hang on, I've got a bypass shunt program that can crack it.
That looks dangerous.
I don't know, Shepard. I've never broken into the Shadowbroker's base before. Well, not this one anyway.
Aren't we?
You sure that shunt is working? It's illegal even on Ilium. It didn't come with a warranty. But you tested it, right? Here come more of them. Tell me you tested it. No time to talk.
Woo.
One left to work.
He gon' get me.
That one is dead. Hit.
Good. Alright, who else do we got? Vanguard. Can we throw him off the ship?
Put them where we need them.
Almost.
Yara! I'm sure it won't be much longer. Remember the old days when you could just slap Omnigel on everything? That security upgrade made a lot of people unhappy. Look out, more on the way.
Where are they? Oh, Liara was talking while being dead. Oh god.
This should slow it down.
Shoot. Yeah, die. Okay. Lightning got you, huh? Oh, I see. I have ways to go. Not enough Omnigels for all of these guys.
Watch the Asari.
Yeah. So, who is the Shadowbroker?
Rocket drones, front of the ship. They've seen us.
Oh my god. Okay, let's hide here. Oh my god. I should heal myself. And everyone else, I guess, too.
One less to worry. That one's dead. That one is dead. Neutralize one.
God damn it.
That one's dead. One left. Their attacks are disorganized. They'd be more effective if they all attacked at once.
You don't say!
Merc's ideas. Enemy biotics on the... enemy drone.
Good lord.
One.
Hopefully I zapped a bunch of them.
Enemy...
She's really coming for them, isn't she? Couldn't see her, huh? Whew.
Come to me.
I need to scavenge for ammo.
The next wave looks like a big one. You just had to give them
Thank you.
tactical advice. But now there'll be fewer left to deal with inside. Yeah, keep dreaming, Sony.
Okay, good. Can I switch over to this? Or maybe even to this. Not anymore. Okay, let's do this now. Okay. That was crazy. Hopefully that hit him. Ah, shit. It hit her instead. Okay, let's go. I was sloppy on my part. I'm sorry. Can I get some clips, please? Because I'm completely out of ammo. I just have my assault rifle. I need to play with biotics more because I am so unfamiliar with how their powers work. I feel like part of the reason why this fight was so sloppy was because of that.
They've seen us.
Oh, great.
How many guards do the Shadowbroker have?
Good.
Hold your positions, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost.
Freeze!
Good. Oh.
Neutralize the drone.
Where is the drone?
Charging biotics.
Good. Is he dead? I hope he's dead. I do appreciate that it restored my ammo. Oh, hello.
Watch out, flashbang!
Oh, good. Perfect. Nothing here. There's gotta be more coming, right? Oh god. Of course there's more coming.
Watch for biotics.
Yep. I guess that worked. Can you see him? No, you can't.
Shield your eyes.
Oh, you should be able to see him now, right?
Biotics. Neutralize one.
Yes! I just saw the clip flying out of her. That was awesome. Good. Oh god. Okay, not terrible. What is that noise? What the hell? Where do I go? Okay, I need to go that way, but I want to see what this is. What the hell? It's like... chittering. That's not the right word. There's just like a series of voices.
Look at the energy flowing through those cables.
Wow.
The brokers threaded his information network through the entire ship. The power to run it must be tremendous.
I do like it when they talk during missions. Okay, what are we doing?
I've downloaded the ship's layout. We're headed toward the prison block. And Farron.
Okay. Good. Good on you. We must have just passed a security booth. Hello. Don't mind me. Woo! She got me. She got me good. Yes. Priority biotics. That was a flashbang. Yeah, you got me. Can I punch you?
Enjoy the ride.
Ooh. I couldn't punch you. That was stupid. I thought it was on this side. Man, that's embarrassing. Okay, we can do this. I swear. I swear I'm better than
the
this.
ship's layout. We're headed toward the prison block. And Farron.
Hello, you.
That one is dead.
Good. You are dead? There was another one. Yeah, you. She's right here, so she can't see him. Got you. Perfect.
Shield your eyes.
You know, sometimes, it wouldn't reload when I tell it to. And that's really weird. Okay, let's restore our shield. Okay, medkit I can use for sure. In a terminal. Oh, it's just money. Okay. Farron! He's right there! Oh, awesome. Okay. Good. Good. Farron, please be alive.
Farron.
Liara?
Hold on. We're getting you out of here.
Did you guys notice that so few Asari have eyebrows, and Liara does?
No.
Farron.
What the hell is the broker trying to do to you?
The equipment is sensitive to tampering. This chair plugs into the broker's info network. You have to shut off the power. Pull me out now and my brain cooks.
Do you know where we can cut the power?
It won't be easy. You'll have to go to Central Operations.
Okay.
What's the point of this cage?
I don't...
It's a neural grounding rod. The medical equipment is to make sure he doesn't expire. We have to shut this place down.
Where did the broker get the mercs?
Raised his own private force. They're completely loyal.
Can he not talk?
Shepard, we really don't have the time.
But I want
What do
information.
you know about the broker?
He did this to me.
Yeah, please,
I was
tell me more.
hoping you'd know what he is.
I never got a good look, but he's big. The guards are terrified of him.
Big.
A Krogan?
I don't know, but not everyone who visits his office comes back out.
That makes sense. Okay. It didn't zap him this time, that's good. We're all leaving. Where's Central Operations? The broker's overconfident. I don't know. I think his confidence levels are appropriate for what we've seen so far.
Easy or not, we're all getting out of here.
Good. Central Operations is down the hall. You know the Shadowbroker's waiting for you, right?
I'm counting on it.
We'll be back for you, Farron.
I'll try not to go anywhere.
I want all teams to outpost C.
He retained his sense of humor, I guess. Where am I shooting you? Oh, nope.
Antibiotics.
I do love the freeze. Where's my objective? Okay. Hello. Goodbye. Alright, so we're going this way. Oh! Good God. I thought it would kill him. He got through my shield. Where are the ladies? Okay. But yeah, like, see? She doesn't have eyebrows. None of the other ones that I can think of have eyebrows, and Lair does. I think I see a person. Yep. Did I miss anything? No. Terminal? That's good. Was it really the only guard here? Huh. Oh, curious. Medkit. Yes, please. Oh, credits. Okay. I thought it was information. Alright, what do we got? No one. This looks trappy. You are not a Krogan. Have I seen the likes of you before? I don't think so. What the hell is your mouth?
Here for the drill. Reckless, even for you, Commander.
Speak for yourself.
That bombing on Ilium wasn't exactly subtle.
Extreme, but necessary.
No, it wasn't. Neither was caging Farron for 2 years.
Dr. Tassoni, your interference caused all this. Farron betrayed me when he handed you Shepard's body. The Drell is simply paying the price.
Wow. You're finished. Your allies are monsters. Can we kill him? Can we really kill the Shadowbroker?
Someone was bound to come after you for working with the Collectors.
It was a mutually beneficial partnership. Your arrival is convenient. The Collector's offer still stands.
It'll be pretty hard to run a base this size with no crew.
They're replaceable. Your arrival is barely an interruption. Enough talk. My operations are too crucial to be compromised by a traitor.
You're quite confident for someone with nowhere left to hide.
You travel with fascinating companions, Doctor. I'm surprised the Justicar came to Sony, considering her unfortunate business on Omega.
You're not putting a hand on anyone.
It's pointless to challenge me, Asari. I know your every secret, while you fumble in the dark.
Is that right? You're a Yogg, a pre-spaceflight species quarantined to their homeworld from massacring the Council's first contact teams. This base is older than your planet's discovery, which probably means you killed the original Shadowbroker 60 years ago, then took over. I'm guessing you were taken from your world by a trophy hunter who wanted a slave. Or a pet. How am I doing?
is massive. What the? Yes. What? Do we not have... What happened? Where is Samara? Okay. I guess she doesn't see him. How buggy! Okay, she can see him now. That's good. Oh, he stalks. This is good. Ah! Good. Alright, so let's do you. Okay. Oh, good. What is happening? What the hell? That's a new shield.
The shield's kinetically sensitive. Energy and projectiles are bouncing off.
Okay.
Then we do this the hard way.
Hit him
We
now.
punch him out. We punch him out. That's amazing. He's got a lot of trinkets. She's looking at me. Did you guys see?
There they are.
There, who are? Shields. Okay, I still got this one. That's good.
Deployed.
Goddamn reloads. Go back to my sniper.
Send them flying.
In the foot! Good. So close. Reload. I'll shoot you!
Vulnerable.
Is he? Ah. Oh, that's no good. No, no, no. You go. Shit. I don't know if that was what I was supposed to do. There we go. Ah! Do you get more damage if you do a headshot?
This should
Good. Good. Oh, goody.
Quick, load is vulnerable.
What do I do? Oh, melee. Okay, good. Oh, he's gonna punch me out again. Oh, Shepard! Ah!
If you can get him to bring up that shield again, I've got an idea.
Okay. I can punch him out again.
Here they come.
Is he... Ugh, again? Jesus Christ. No. In the foot. One more. Okay. You? So close. No, you, right here. Run. Run, girl. Did he just incapacitate Samara? Wow. That explains why she's not here.
Got him.
Go. No. Okay, we're doing it. He charges like a Krogan. Is lightning leaking? Incinerated! Holy moly! Oh no. Okay, she's alive. Good. She kinda deserved that. I'm not gonna lie.
Shadowbroker, this is Operative Murat. We've had a momentary connection failure. Can you confirm status?
Operative Shora requesting update. Are we still online?
Shadowbroker, I've lost our feed. We're online and awaiting instructions.
Lair, you are now the new Shadowbroker. Is she?
This is the Shadowbroker. The situation is under control. We experienced a power fluctuation while upgrading hardware. It disrupted communications momentarily.
However, we are now back online. Resume standard procedures.
I want a status report on all operations within the next solar day.
Shadowbroker, out.
Goddess of Oceans. It's you. You... How?
Well, everyone who's ever seen him in person is dead. So,
You're the new Shadowbroker.
Wow. Useful intel. Oh man. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, man.
Is taking over as the Shadowbroker really a good idea?
It was either that or lose everything. His contacts, his trading sources, those will really help us. With the Shadowbroker's information network, I can give you...
I'll check the power systems.
You poor dude. Samara removed herself from the situation too. Huh. Okay then.
It's over. It's finally. For 2 years.
It's just nerves? I mean, I want to see what it says.
You've been running yourself ragged for 2 years. You've earned a break.
I suppose I have. But for now, let's figure out our options. No safeguards or user restrictions. It's like he never anticipated anyone but himself being here, and it's all ours.
What kind of information are we talking about?
I'm not sure. I'll need to go through his files. Come back later and I'll try to have something useful for you. All I wanted was to rescue Farron, but is it wrong that part of me wants this? With the Shadowbroker's network, I can help you. Maybe I can turn this operation into something better.
Wow, she's staying here, huh?
Don't be a stranger this time.
Come by when you have a chance. The doors are always open.
Did we break up?
Thank you, Shepard, for everything.
Wow. That is so crazy. Oh my god. Shepard has defeated the Shadowbroker. Eliminate Cerberus information leaks as Liara to Sony takes over. The Asari's relationship with Shepard should be watched closely. We didn't break up. Or did we? Weapon upgrade. Good amount of credits, that's nice. Element 0 and Palladium. Wow. That is crazy. Where am I? Normandy.
Shepard, it's so good to see you. I've set up a few terminals with information I think you'll find interesting. Take a look.
Hello, bot. How's it going?
Welcome back, Shadowbroker.
What's this?
That's the old broker's VI assistant. It's actually been helpful with rebuilding the network.
Please let me know if I can organize anything else for you, Shadowbroker.
It also thinks anyone in the room is the broker. I'll play around with the settings later.
My manual is ready whenever you have a moment.
Okay. Investment opportunities? A pirate fleet is massing on the fringes of the terminus systems in preparation of for a raid on anything Alliance colonies. Outlying Alliance colonies. I can read. Send a tip-off to Admiral Hackett about the upcoming invasion. Bureaucracy in action. The CERTA Foundation can't start tests on a promising new antibiotic because of accidentally misfiled paperwork. Use your contacts to help them... Excuse me. Cut through the red tape so they can begin clinical trials. Wow! Smear campaign. A corrupt politician is trying to levy heavy taxes on all Earth-manufactured goods coming into his system in exchange for kickbacks from local businesses. Ruin the politician's reputation with a smear campaign so that his proposal doesn't pass. Just reward. Eclipse mercenaries have secretly set up a red sand production facility on the planet Cuervo. Tip off the planetary authorities about the facility in exchange for half the credits seized during their raid. I want to do all of this. Can I find all of them? Put that newly acquired money to good use. Perfect. Now what? What else is here? Dossiers. Ooh. Cerberus officer, efficient, ruthless, obsessed with human dominance. Possible recruitment candidate after Elusive Man's assassination and destruction of Cerberus. Big plans. Dr. Morden Solus. Professor previously attached to Salarian Special Tasks Group. Impressive credentials. Modifications to genophage re-established 99.9% death rate among Krogan births. Current work with Shepard, obvious atonement attempt. Ex-aligned soldier, biotic training. Despite solid service history, clearly placed on Shepard's team primarily for stabilizing elements of personality. Subject 0, Jack. Abnormal biotic powers. Archived combat footage compares favorably with Pragia. Yeah. Facility's expected results. Easily manipulated through emotional impairment created by severe abuse and confinement during childhood. That is terrible. Zaid. Blue Sound's founder. Lost leadership of Suns through lack of interpersonal skills and political judgment. High mission success rate even after near-death experience. Has completed several missions offered by agents. Involvement of the Shadowbroker in these missions withheld. Garrus Vakarian. Former CSEC officer. Exceptional tactical and team-building skills. Leadership potential overshadowed by Shepard. Unlikely to fully develop under Shepard's command. Aww. We are stunting him. That's so sad. Justicar Samara. Asari Justicar. Rigidity of Justicar code makes her movement and mission outcomes predictable. Mother to 3 Ardat Yakshi. One of which remains wanted for murder in Citadel space. Damn, girl. How'd you manage 3 of them? Tali'zorah Vast Normandy. I like that. Mechanic and engineer. Typical Quarian investment in species future instead of personal advancement. Father's work useful in widening tensions between Geth and Quarian races. Kasumi. Skilled break-and-enter specialist. Sentimental. Impulsive risk-taker. Investigate lover's death and connection to Alliance scandal. Thane. Drell assassin. Achieved top ranks in Hanar training programs. Responsible for 1-hour massacre on Omega. Advanced Capril syndrome makes neutralization a low priority. Okir's vat bred prototype. Threat to continuation of genophage likely minimal, but leak knowledge and location of perfect Krogan to Salarian Special Tasks Group. Huh. Cerberus, rogue agency for advancement of humanity. Founded in 2157. Active in both Citadel and Terminus space. Strong human supremacist overtones. Classified as a terrorist threat by both the Systems Alliance and Citadel Council. The loss of credits due to the Elusive Man's direct interference and recovery of Commander Shepard's body has been offset by data gathered from the Lazarus Project. Withhold retaliation until Shepard's long-term functionality is confirmed. 1 year post-resurrection. Okay, so I'm still in trial. Captain Bailey. CSEC captain, survivor of Reaper attack on Citadel. Prefers dealing with Zakira Ward's criminal element off the record. Ample blackmail material. I bet. Arya. De facto leader of Omega. 3 centuries of commando experience. Aloof, paranoid, excellent organizational and management skills. Not a lot of info on her. David Anderson is a rejected Spectre candidate. Close working relationship with Commander Shepard before destruction of the Normandy SR-1. Monitor communications for renewed contact with Shepard. Stephen Hackett. No picture for you. Commanding officer of the Alliance Navy's 5th Fleet. Worked with Commander Shepard before destruction of the Normandy. Deep cover operative is scheduled to replace his current aide in 2 months. Can we let him know? Shadowbroker, classified. Good. What do you mean check? Oh, there's more. Damn. Sir, I've confirmed sightings of Commander Shepard on Omega, and that the commander is now working for the terrorist organization Cerberus. Several Alliance officials have let it be known that they consider it crucial that we interrogate humanity's first Spectre on her apparent desertion of the Alliance and the Citadel. If we bring Shepard in now, we can gather an account of the commander's past 2 years without being pressured by the galactic media to leak potentially sensitive data. In light of this, I am officially requesting that you rescind your orders against Alliance contact with Shepard. Rest assured, our department is dedicated to the commander's safety, provided that Shepard is cooperative in furnishing us with a detailed report of her previous whereabouts and current work with Cerberus. We anticipate releasing her from Alliance custody no later than 5 to 7 months from acquisition. Yikes. Major Antella request denied. Ha! Good. Okay, so we can look into this more. Let's read about Arya if there's anything. Audio transmission transcript. Omega, private room. Enrix? Callus Enrix? Who the hell are? Don't bother, those shackles don't have a release catch. You mistake me for one of your clients or something, lady? Let me out. This was very good. The Turians been at Afterlife for a week. Usually I spot them earlier. Spot what? I know you're listening through that speaker hidden in Enrix's collar. I bet Enrix doesn't even know who he's really spying for, does he, Shadowbroker? Shadow what? I don't know any. Wait, oh, she found him. You don't play favorites, Broker. I admire that. But what I don't like is how you think anything twitches a muscle on Omega without my knowing it. Ha! My face! Oh no, what did she do? Feel free to waste as many lives as you want, sending your agents down to my world. Okay, listen, I'm working for a guy, but it's not what you think. I'm not... Okay. Not yet compromised our other agent placed in the Afterlife nightclub. Wow. Samara. 4-bedroom home, Anthesia. Clothing and jewelry. Okay. Lifetime Cerise Fitness membership pass. I love it. Transmission log. Samara, I have called you together to ask something of you. It is not a small thing, but it is for the best. Ryla, Valerie, are you receiving this? Quite well. Ryla, mother. We are in a common room. Her communicator is too near the door. Door shuts. Try now, mother. This news would be best delivered in person, but I am not allowed to travel before tomorrow. I have something I must do. It is hazardous, and thus I must do it alone. What do you mean hazardous? Tomorrow I take the oath of solitude. It is to prepare me for the other oaths, but it means... for what? It is an oath required for all who... I know what it means, mother. I'm 42 years old. Oh, that's very young. I have heard of Justicars. Then, do you understand why I must do it? No. The life of a Justicar is dangerous. I will make enemies, and they would seek to use you. That I understand. What is not clear is why you do this in the first place. Is it not enough that we live 100 light years away from you in a dank fortress? That we have no communicator of our own, but must use this communal one? Do you know what it means for us to hear your voice? I am sorry, Valerie. And now you take that away. That is wounding, but it is the truth. I wish there were some other path. And you called us instead of coming to see us. If I came to see you, I would never leave. You know what that would mean. Is she that terrible, Mother? Is she so much of a menace that you would deny us ever seeing you, ever hearing your voice again? My dear, I cannot lose her on the world. Lose her on the world, this is a typo. And pretend I owe her victims nothing. Her crimes are my crimes. In time, you may see as I do. Time is a weak slave for a fresh wound. Please, do not let anger ruin this. We will have our lives to contemplate the pain and loss. Can we not see from one another's eyes just for a moment? Valerie? I don't want to lose you, Mother. Not over someone as small as Murala, or whatever she calls herself now. And Ryla, you have been silent. Are you in accord? I can only say I will yearn for you too. Surely you have more than that. It is the only way you will have any righteousness, Mother. Is this the only way? It will let me live a just life. Then the goddess forbid I take it from you. She loves you, Mother. She did not say it, but she does. And you, can you understand why I must do this? Catch her. Just catch her. So, one of her daughters is who she's chasing. That's interesting. Dear Jacqueline Knott, thank you for your submission to Galactic Poetry Monthly. Jacqueline Knott? Oh, wow. We regret that we are unable to use your submission at this time. Galactic Poetry Monthly generally focuses on metered verse, and you may wish to check our guidelines before submitting again. Text of your submission. My soul burns with a fire of darkness, quenched only in the pain of loneliness. I hold my breath waiting until spots appear, black as the past, and fill my lungs with lies of hope. I mark myself, black and jagged, to cover the scars that make me a monster. A warning, this is not a place of honor. No esteemed dead are buried here. Huh. I'm sorry. No, she was fine. She was fine and happy. You just told me she needed a checkup. It happened quickly. We were unable to bring her back. No, ma'am. Oh, they stole her from her mother. We're working on treatments. The government doesn't put much effort into it, though. Ugh. You want to keep her? Yes, it's me. I've got a candidate. Yes, highest potential I've seen in years. No, the family has been dealt with. Wow. That's low. Miranda. Extranet activity. After dark fashions. Look at that. Miss Lawson. Username Lawbringer SR2. We have reviewed your application to join the iPartner group, and we are happy to accept you into the exclusive Diamond Circle, where the best meet the best. iPartner is proud to present you with our exclusive Diamond Circle benefits. Access your account as often as you wish, unrestricted membership and search, review potential iPartners. Is that a dating site? Wow. Lawbringer SR2. Perfect man. Oh my. I don't know if I should be reading this. Well, maybe tell me about yourself. I can't talk about it. What do you do for fun? Look, I don't really care about getting to know you. Oh, wow. You had a mild case of Shintoneal apraxis 4 years ago. Yes, but doctors have. Okay, then. My love is like a red, red nose that is new sprung. Oh, right. Hey, baby. Oh, God. No games 411. Uploading. Medical. Looks clean, yes. Anything I should... Oh! Well, maybe they met up. Miss Lawson, as per your request for privacy, this message would be removed. Prenatal care department? What? From our database upon confirmation of send integrity. While we cannot firmly attribute the cause of the benign neoplasma to the irregularity in your genetic makeup, we can confirm that the progressive damage renders you unable to conceive a child. About 12% of human women ages 18 to 54 have difficulty getting pregnant or staying pregnant, according to data obtained from the Institute of Species Research. There are many support groups if you wish to discuss your condition, and several options available should you wish to consider the adoption of a child. If you require further consultation, please contact our communications officer. Was she trying to get a kid with like the medical data and everything? Oh man, that's sad. Okay. Well, let's go. I spent like, I don't know, 20 minutes on this or something. Crazy. Training. Ooh. Oh, you can retrain all of them. That's awesome. Wow, I like that. That is really good and good to know. All right, let's see what else we got. Shadowbroker, shutter control. What does that do? Oh, pretty. I like that. Can I talk to you? No? Okay. Are you following me?
The Turian Council member's mistress has made some unusual purchases lately. She may be expecting to move to a larger mansion.
Thank you. Shadowbroker ship model. Nice. Survey information. Location of our planet. Ah. I see. I'll buy this. Because that's nice. Let's talk to you finally. No, wait, there's another thing. Delivery pickup? Oh. Nice.
How are you doing, Liara?
I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. The Shadowbroker had more resources than you can imagine. Here, come on over. He had top-level access to the Turian and Asari governments. And more than one Solarian Dalitros traded intel. And now it's ours.
Be careful.
You're not gonna turn into a recluse with creepy information on everyone in the galaxy, are you?
I can understand the temptation. I've got all the secrets of the galaxy at my fingertips. Give me 10 minutes and I could start a war.
Let's not go there.
But I've got a purpose. Helping you stop the Reapers. That will keep me honest. You know, relatively speaking.
Is it too much?
If you're in over your head, we could just crash this thing and walk away.
That's just it. In a way, I feel like I belong here. Working on my own, I was always hunting for leads. With the Shadowbroker's resources, it's about organizing, cataloging. I've got everything, Shepard. This is a dream job. Although, the location could be better.
Have you found anything useful yet?
The Shadowbroker knew about the Reapers. Perhaps that's why he offered to help prove Saren's guilt to the Council.
He didn't want Saren to succeed.
He knew you weren't lying about your visions of the Prothean beacon. There's even some data on the Protheans. I think he knew what was coming and was looking for a way to survive.
Why was he still looking at Protheans? They gave us the warning in the conduit at Ilos, but we've used those.
The Shadowbrokers seemed to think there was more out there. Perhaps the Protheans had other plans. Or maybe he was just grasping at anything that offered some hope.
I wouldn't blame him.
How'd you know what the Shadowbroker was?
I didn't. I had no idea what to expect when we finally found him. But I researched pre-spaceflight cultures during some of my Prothean studies. I know a bit about the Yogg. There's more on the terminals if you want to look. They're a fascinating culture, and a terrifying one.
How's Farron doing?
As well as you'd expect, after 2 years of intermittent torture.
He gonna be okay?
I don't know. He wants to work, so I'm letting him help. Maybe it takes his mind off it.
Oh, that's a good question.
So, you and Farron?
We're just friends. Commander, are you jealous? If you're concerned, maybe you should do something about it.
I'm sorry?
You know, I didn't come down here just to talk about Data.
I know. We have some unfinished business. But just because we were together before, I miss you. But it's been 2 years. I don't want to put pressure on you.
Okay, no hard feelings. And let's be friends. I do. Oh man, decisions! Huh. Can I be in a relationship with a Shadowbroker? Is that even possible? That seems crazy to me. I want to try.
I've got fond memories of the last time you put pressure on me.
So do I.
Why don't you come to the Normandy for drinks?
I'd like that.
Let's go now.
Good.
Okay.
Get your things and come on up.
Okay, thanks. I'll be right there. Just give me a minute.
She'll come back in like another 2 years or something. Oh, pretty. It's a date night.
Did you enjoy the tour?
Yes, it's a beautiful ship. And I ran into Joker. He seemed happy to see me. Although he did ask if you and I would be acting out scenes from some fid called Vanya.
Of course he did.
I also spoke with Dr. Chakwas. I'm glad she's doing well. I brought you something. It took some digging, but I recovered your tags.
Okay, so they were shepherds. Okay.
I thought I'd never see these again.
You can't get back everything you lose, but sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah, that was the plan.
How are you actually doing, Shepard? I mean, really. Not what you tell your squad to keep morale up.
I'm worried, I'm hopeful, I'm frustrated. Can I be all three? I am worried though.
Between you and me, I have no idea how we're gonna do this. I'm doing everything I can, but...
You've done more than most. There wouldn't be a man, woman, or child left on Horizon, if not for you.
Yeah. There are a lot of people who died.
I saved some of them. Not
And
enough.
Caden's mad at me.
And the Collectors will keep hitting colonies until I stop them.
So you'll stop them.
And here I thought it'd be difficult.
You'll get the job done. You always do. I just don't know what comes next. So tell me what you want. If this all ends tomorrow, what happens to us?
Happily ever after? Death most likely. We'll be happy in afterlife.
Marriage, old age, and a lot of little blue children.
You just say these things. Goddess, you were dead.
I got better.
This time, but you're going to leave again. When your team is ready, you'll leap through the Omega-4 relay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is probably not the best relationship you've ever decided to be part of.
I spent 2 years mourning you. So if we're going to try this, I need to know you're always coming back.
Make me an offer. How flirty.
I don't know. That's a pretty big promise to make.
Oh, is it?
We are
I
flirty.
have something special to come back to.
I'm open to suggestions.
How about this?
Oh. Oh, they didn't act it out this time, did
Thank
they
you,
now?
Shepard, for the drinks and everything.
I'm kind of glad they didn't.
Come back soon, Liara.
All right. Well, I think I am going to end this here on this sweet and romantic note. This DLC has been great. I thoroughly enjoyed it, although it was difficult at times, a number of times. I did think that the fight with Vasir was harder than with the Shadowbroker. The Shadowbroker was just a little goofy. I don't know. And I couldn't understand why Samara was incapacitated. I wonder why they did that. But after that, this whole Liara becoming the Shadowbroker is amazing. I expected that turn, to be honest with you guys, but I thought it was pretty brilliant, honestly, especially considering that she kind of already started on that path to begin with what she was doing on Ilium already. So it just made sense. I have no idea how I can possibly be in a relationship with a Shadowbroker. That is wild in my mind right now. But it looks like we're gonna try. And hopefully we survive this suicide mission, or she will get to mourn us the second time around. And that'll be terrible. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me go through this DLC and the part 2 of this DLC. And if you did, please consider leaving me a like and subscribing. And I would love to see you in the next episode. Bye now.